3, 2, 1, bro.
What's up, fam? I'm Michael Lee Murphy, and that was way too aggressive, and I apologize. I just want to talk about something about board games, man. That makes sense, right, Nick?
Yep.
All right, cool. Today I want to talk about mashup games. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I recently played and have ordered and am waiting for a copy of Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, which is a mashup game of the Castles of Mad King Ludwig and Between Two Cities. And I thought it was so fun. I thought it took Between Two Cities, which is a fun game on its own, and made it much better by adding the theme and the different types of rooms that appear in Castles of Mad King Ludwig, and then changing the way that they all score and everything. I thought it was a very compelling, interesting game. I think it's a game that's just really fantastic that can accommodate like up to 7 people, but still keep it pretty quick. And the idea that you have to build 2 separate structures, castles in this case, one helping out the person to your right and kind of coordinating what tiles you're going to use to build the best castle, and then helping the person to your left because you only get to score the weaker of your 2 castles at the end of the game. So the whole Between Two Cities setup and kind of baseline mechanics are really cool, and then you add the castles theme and the different kind of scoring opportunities that appear, just took it to the next level. So this was my personal first kind of experience in like a mashup game where you take 2 very famous, successful games on their own and put them together. Do you know of other examples of this? Is this something that's happened a lot of? I'm sure this is not the first one that's ever happened. I doubt it'll be the last that ever happens. Is this something you've encountered before, and do you like it? Have you played Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig? Do you think it's something that you would want to have more of, more mashup games? If there are 2 games that you like and you think that things might be compatible with, like, you take the theme from one, the mechanics of the other, or whatever it might be, is that something you'd want to see out there in the hobby? I personally really like it. I had played Between Two Cities before and liked it just fine, but now that I played this version, I again ordered it right away and love it, and it's kind of like just put Between Two Cities and replace it completely. It's like, I'm done with that. I want this. I like the theme. I like the way that the rooms are and how you kind of build your castle. You have a little more freedom in terms of the way you build. You don't have to keep it to kind of a grid like King Domino style. But the rooms need to be in very specific ways in order to score. So there's just a lot of cool stuff to think about. And you still have all the other kind of good vibes from Between Two Cities. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this game if you've played it. What you think about the concept of like mashup games in general. I'm definitely all in. If like they're good, they add something that's interesting. Like bring it on, man. Like I want to play them. I want to check them out. Just don't do a cheap retheme. That's what something people had said, like, oh, it just like puts like the theme of castles on top of Between Two Cities and blah, blah, blah. And like I played it, and I was like, I completely disagree. I think that it makes the game much more interesting. It's not just like, oh, now they're castles. The art is just castles instead of cities. Like, no, like they are actually different. And it does remind me of Castles of Mad King Ludwig in terms of the types of rooms. And then you have the bonuses, which is something they pulled from that game. I thought it was truly a true mash-up game that took kind of the best elements from both games, got rid of some of the other stuff, and like made the best possible game. Like that game has probably replaced Between Two Cities and Castles of Mad King Ludwig for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think about mashup games in general. Any mashups that you would want to see, anything that you thought would be like a cool pairing, anything you've heard of, or any games that are already out there that are cool mashups. Let me know in the comments below. And I'm out of here, folks. Just remember, whether or not you're down for 2 great tastes coming together to make a super taste like PB&J, or you want your games to stay separate, you don't need them to become hybrid versions or whatever, the more meta, the more beta.